Hello everybody, I'm Betawolf and welcome back to another episode of Ratchet and Clank. We see ourselves looking out into the wonders of space here as we are in this space station, and once again, during the intro, Ratchet proceeds to clean his shoe with his wrench. Whatever, dude, I thought we kept ourselves in pristine condition. Turns out we stepped in some dog doo-doo. But regardless, yes, we are looking out into the wonders of space here. Beautiful. You can see the planet up there, the rocks, asteroids flying by. Gorgeous view. And I believe in the last episode we did actually kill the Blagian Snaggle Beast, which is pretty awesome. And I guess right now it is time to head on to our next planet.
Which planet should we go to? We must learn what Nefarious is up to on planet Gaspar.
There we go. I guess we've got our answer. We go to planet Gaspar and fight the Blag. There we go. Look at that. Boom, out into space. I do also have to say that did remind me of the fact that I always felt like the original Ratchet and Clank games had some of the best loading screens in any game ever. Due to the fact that all you'd be doing is watching your ship fly, you know, through the cosmos, through space, through the stars, over to the next planet. I always quite liked that loading screen there. I mean, we've not got it here in this game, but I'm sure you guys...
Let's go find you a new jetpack.
That's right, let's get our new jetpack. But yeah, as I was saying, I'm sure you guys who've played the original games know exactly what I'm talking about there. I always found it quite therapeutic, quite exciting, and, you know, it built a level of... not necessarily tension, but anticipation. Eager to see what was on the next planet.
You're not kidding. Let's check this place out, see what we can find.
Alrighty, before we do that though, before we go and look for the jetpack and see what we can find.
That grind rail, which he will do as soon as he finds some grind boots.
I was hoping to buy the plasma cannon there. And of course, if you're wondering why I'm pausing, you know, speaking every now and then, it's just to try and give the characters in the game a little bit of leeway to, you know, voice what they've got to voice, you know, just to speak, just so you guys can hear some of the dialogues that come out as well, of course. That's my general idea behind it. Here we go. Down we are. We don't really need to use that elevator there. Oh, I forgot about this. The turrets, of course, to break open the doors. Is that actually blocking there? The shield's blocking the bomb from landing, but if we get it behind there, I think we're doing some damage. Anyway, we could just make him dance here, I think, and that'll be a little easier. We are on hard difficulty, so the enemies are actually dealing a fair bit of damage per hit. But you see there the true value of the Groovitron, able to... you know, make enemies pause for a brief moment, have a bit of a jig. Bit of a dance there, a bit of a breakdown. I wish I could have joined in, to be totally honest, but nevertheless, we're okay. Onto the turret here.
Great. Reinforced door. Why does everything have to be made of dense alloy?
True. Am I right, guys? Am I right? Everything made of dense alloy, eh? Anyway, I always enjoyed that little feature there of... on this level, how you jump onto the, you know, turrets and, you know, have to break through the doors there. Although it's quite simple, I always really enjoyed that. We get the mini nefarious looking dudes here now as well, rather interesting. Maybe he modelled some of the workers off of himself. But then again, going back to the core game, I don't believe... you know, this was ever told about, you know, Nefarious actually building the jetpack. I'm pretty sure that's something that maybe the movie ties in, and nevertheless, it's included in this remake here anyway. Oh, that dude's not dead yet. There we go. Is this guy gone now? There we are. Just wanted to use my wrench a little bit, get a bit of enjoyment out of that. And I think there was... yeah, that's right, there is something to do over here. We've got to kill another one of these turrets to open the door to the next portion of the level here. There we go, Groovitron active. We might as well use our pyro here while they stood still and we can get close range. Picking a couple of upgrades up there along the way, which is great. In addition to a new card pack. And there's probably going to be more enemies coming through here as well when I destroy this door, I would anticipate. Yeah, there we go.
I think that's all of them.
Cool. There we go. That tightens those guys up. Turns out we do need some grind boots before we can get on that rail, though, so I very much look forward to getting some of those. Always love the grind rail segments in these games. In addition to that, one thing I do love, not necessarily just about this remake here, even though visually I think it does look fantastic with all the different colour schemes and whatnot, but I guess the other games did that too, and that's kind of leading up to my point here. I always liked how they kept the planets, you know, really diverse to keep things fresh, and you really got a true sense that each planet was unique. You was in this galaxy filled with all kinds of different planets, all kinds of different surroundings, different enemies a lot of the time, and just a level of uniqueness to each individual environment that you went to. It's one thing I've always loved about these games. In addition to, of course, the moments that Mr. Zircon lives for like that, is the fact that, you know, it's hectic, there's a bunch of stuff going on screen at the same time, and we do actually see here these... Yeah, that's not going to happen, dude. But something I'm paying attention to here is the fact that... you know, those enemy spawners that we see, they actually run off in this game, whereas I don't believe that was ever the case in the originals. They would never run off, they'd just kind of stay planted and you'd have to work your way through to them, through a horde of enemies. Which I found pretty cool, you know, it was a nice little feature, but also kind of sweet that they are programmed in this game to run away and whatnot. That is pretty sweet too. Do have to make clear as well that it is good to check in between the tanks as you're working your way through this corridor, so you're able to see the enemies, as we did fall victim to a bit of damage, not paying attention to the fact that there was one hid behind a couple of walls. Oh, we're nearly dead. One more hit and we'll probably die. Oh, Nanotech, please. Good, 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 good. Back up that HP. Back it up. And let's go. Let's take care of that dude as well. Oh, this guy's going to be hard, though. Are we out of Groovitrons? We still got some there. That's nice. Able to take care of him. And I actually don't want to leave that guy. Not that we necessarily need to kill him, but I just don't want to leave him. I want to make sure we take care of this little mob spawner. Oh, before he spawns too many as well. There we go. Don't you go running away from us. There we are. That'll do the job. Progressing through the level nicely here. I'll spawn a Mr. Zircon. That was probably a waste, actually, because there's nothing really for him to kill. I do like the effect of the light coming in here through the windows, though. A big lava-soaked planet. Tons of little platforms laid out around the level there that we've got to get to, and we'll be doing that later on. I think the jetpack's probably going to allow us to do that.
Mr. Zircon does not require bolts. His currency is pain.
His currency is pain. However, we do require bolts, Mr. Zircon. We need them to buy more guns, upgrade them. I mean, I guess Raritanium does that, but it's our currency, okay? Leave us alone, Mr. Zircon. Calm down. Calm the hell down, dude. There we go. Quite a few blag up on this platform, though. Let's actually throw our last Groovitron up there. Hopefully it catches the turret guy at the back there as well. And it does. That's good. Very much appreciated there, game. Thank you for that.
More enemies.
Damn, we're getting quite a lot of level ups right now. Oh, I wonder if we can pixelate the ship. That would be cool. Oh, it doesn't look like we can. Maybe I've got to hit it more than once, but I can't quite get close enough to it just yet. Enemies are kind of keeping me pinned down quite nicely. Once again, we will try and use our environment, though, and our flips to negate that. Seems like we're doing an okay job of it. It's got to be said. Well, this works as kind of like a shotgun, though. We do need to get a little closer to make that work. And we can pixelate the ship there. Brilliant. Beautiful stuff.
Are those grind boots?
A tripad lock. In order to bypass it, the duo would have to quickly activate all 3 pressure pads.
Okay. And there we go. We actually pick up the grind bolts here too, which is great. Did I say grind bolts there? That wouldn't really make sense, would it? It's the grind boots.
And that completely unlikely location is where Ratchet found a shiny new pair of grind boots. With his grind
Sweet.
boots strapped on, Ratchet leapt onto the rail. Still on the hunt for the jetpack, Ratchet used his newfound grind boots to explore the planet further. Ratchet stylishly leapt onto the rail next to him.
Yeah, look at that slow motion action right there. Very cinematic. I guess that's what you get when it's a game based on a movie based on a game, am I right? For the second time? In one episode? No, surely not.
Mines ahead.
I got to be honest though, I will say, I really did enjoy the fact that the game didn't tell you about that first time. You know, in this it seems a little bit more hand-holdy, which is fair enough, it is what it is, right? But I quite liked how... Hold on, dude, we're not coming there just yet. I kind of liked how the original game kind of left you to your wares. It didn't really tell you as much as this one does. It didn't prompt you on screen for, you know, hitting the spiked mines on the grind rail there. It just kind of let you deal with it, and it didn't tell you how to flip, I don't think, from what I can remember. It just kind of threw you into the deep end, and I quite like that, the fact that it didn't have prompts. I did quite enjoy that. Albeit a small detail, I prefer not to be, you know, totally handheld through an experience.
I know who you are. You're the Lombax and the Warbot from the news.
Oh, and you must be the faceless minion helping Drek terrorize the galaxy.
That's just my day job. My real passion is in amateur neuroscience. I've been collecting brains from Telepathopus as a hobby for about a year now.
You collect brains as a hobby? I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say you're single.
Studying brains is a noble pursuit. If I can tap into the psychic powers of these Telepathopusses, I'll be able to raise an army. Then we'll see who thinks they can steal my food out of the company fridge. I mean, I can contribute to the good of all blog kind. Say, if you can collect a few Telepathopus brains for me, I'll give you this jetpack.
And the search for the Telepathopusses begins. There we go, as you see he's keeping the jetpack locked behind this wall here. I quite like the honeycomb effect there, with the ripples going up over the top of the force field. Once again, small details, just like the fan, but it shows that the world is living, it's in action, it's in motion, as do the birds flying off in the distance. Sometimes it's the little details that really work and, you know, add to the game's atmosphere and character. And I believe this will be a brain.
This is disgusting.
And of course we'll need to progress through here to try and grab more Telepathopusses.
Nice work.
Oh well, to gather the brains for the Blag scientist there. So we can then give him the brains and he'll give us the jetpack in trade. But I assume that these are brains of the Telepathopusses. And that's exactly what's going on here. We will need to kill some Telepathopusses, these really big creatures, to obtain more brains, I believe. And that's exactly it. We do see one right over there. Really cool. Quite a unique creature. A big, brain-like pink creature that levitates. And I'm assuming that these are kind of their eggs, their nests, and the brain is the first thing to form. Really tying in with the lore of the character and, you know, the actual species of creature itself. Hence it's telepathic, it you know, functions predominantly with the mind. Or at least there's a strong mindful connection. Oh, the other one's here. Whoa, just in time, beautiful. Yeah, once again, a small detail with the lore there, but I do enjoy paying attention to the story and, you know, little tidbits like that of why things are as they are.
Able to use this refueling station as soon as he collected the jetpack.
It is really nice. I do enjoy that. And of course, as Captain Quark has said right there, we can only use those jetpack refueling stations once we've got the jetpack, of course. You would have known, right? I do appreciate the green jello-like effect, though, in there. That does look pretty cool. But I digress. Either way. Onto the Telepathopus and brains. Gather up more brains. Oh god, there's one up there as well, I think. It may be getting closer to us. Let's make these guys dance, though. Come on in here. There we go. Look at them spin, these crab creatures. Take advantage of that with a pixelizer. There's one of them. Look at that thing. It's like something out of an H.P. Lovecraft novel. This eldritch alien creature of intelligence incomprehensible to human beings. Or Lombaxes, in our case. We ain't a human. Alrighty then. We'll gather more bolts and then we'll go and fight that dude. Hopefully I've not missed any brains along the way here. That would be quite a sad scenario. There we go. One more required. And there it is. Sweet. Doc's gonna be happy with us. Doc will be happy.
Come on back. The jetpack is yours.
Alrighty then. Yeah, I think we do need the jetpack to go and fight those guys, actually. Can we go down there? I was thinking maybe we could kind of skip... Oh, of course, the swing shots. I didn't even pay attention to that. My goodness. And here I am talking about all the fine details, right? More gold there. Not gold. Nanotech.
Deal's a deal. Here you go. I tell you what. I actually have a top secret Drek Industries info pact. If you bring me a few more brains, I might be willing to part with it.
You really have a thing for brains, don't you?
Yes, I do.
And with that jetpack, Ratchet became the aerial scourge of 1,000 worlds. Or at least his commute got easier. Ratchet used the jetpack to fly high above hostile territory.
Oh, sand sharks, yo. I wonder if we can do this. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Love the mobility of the jetpack here in the remake. Really cool stuff, and you can also, as you see there, just wrench down on the enemies with it as well. Very freaking cool. Though it does appear as though we need to deal with a Telepathopus, did he say? That's what we've got to take care of right now, so here we go. All these little mini bosses here. They've got their own big health bars on the side of the screen on the right, as you can see. And there we go. Let's try and kill this dude. And take care of him and get the brain. Hell yeah. I really like the dialogue there as well when Ratchet's talking to the scientist and he's saying, "You really like brains, don't you?" And he gives the simplest of answers. Yes, I do. I mean, it's simple but comical, right? We're actually really low HP here. Much lower than this guy, actually. I wonder if there's any more over here. Oh, and we're dead. He got us. My goodness.
The brain is a wondrously complex organ. I might have to write a paper about it.
Well, you do that. You write a paper, dude. You enjoy that. We're going to go over here and try and kill the Telepathopus. Alright, let's make use of the Groovytron here this time. Perfect. Yeah, there we go. Get dancing. Get dancing, dude. Mr. Zircon is the cure. I do feel like, oh my goodness, this guy hits hard. I do feel like we need to level up some of our weapons with some raritanium soon. I know I've neglected that a little bit on this playthrough actually, which is strange for me to do. And the guy's actually killed us again already.
Ever
Whoa.
smell a telepathopus brain? Smells like cotton candy. Weird, huh?
I guess I shouldn't have spoke too soon as far as calling them mini bosses is concerned. They do seem pretty damn tough for sure. Let's see what can we do here. Can we get any more damage out of anything? And this is more ammo, right? Okay, we can do that, and we can also get some more bolts out of it too. That's going to help us out in the long run anyway. Oh, and we got range out of it too, I believe. That helps it travel further, right? Stable plasma. The combustor's plasma balls travel even further before burning out. That's good, that's good. It's going to allow us to maintain our range a little bit more as well, which is nice. Oh, just 1 point off getting that other question mark. That'll do, though. That'll do. Just walk over there to obtain our sweet little jetpack boost.
Mr. Zircon is here to kill. Mr. Zircon is looking to kill you. One little, two little, dead little aliens. 4 little, 5 little, dead little.
Yeah, I'm glad we actually did level up using some raritanium there, because as I was saying, we have somewhat neglected that a little bit on this playthrough. Then again, we did eventually end up getting around to leveling them up a little bit, but I'm glad we actually did that again there, just to, you know, maximise our chances of getting the kill here. And looking at it, it's gone much smoother, much better. And kaboom, we've got a brain out of it. In fact, we get 3 brains. I guess that's how telepathy works. You need 3 total brains all at the same time in order to utilise that special psychic power. Up we go. Oh, let's take care of these with the little pixelator. And can we go up here as well? I think we can, right? Beautiful.
I've done a lot of difficult things in my life, but by far the most difficult has been trying to say the word telepathopus 10 times fast. I believe it is impossible. Telepathopus, 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 telepathopus. See?
Hey, he did a good job of it, to be fair. I don't think I could do any better.
Found one of my telepathopus traps. You'll have to free it before you can collect its prey.
Where's the other platform here, I wonder? Oh, I'm missing something? Oh, it's all the way down there, of course. There's a few more brains there too, so we might as well go down and grab them while we're at it. There we go. We'll make use of this here as well. Oh, more raritanium being absorbed. A couple more brains there as well, as we saw. We can turn these guys into little pixelated chunks by hitting them. Oh. Pay attention for that. Wait for it to dissipate. And up we go. Onto the platform. Get the Groovytron ready. And that'll be 3 more brains from the Telepathopus, thank you.
Mr. Zircon is here to kill.
Oh, this guy's actually taking us for a ride. He's going all over the place.
You are not dead yet. Mr. Zircon intends to rectify this.
This is a sketchy situation. Oh, no. Okay, we end up surviving there, which is good. You know what, maybe we can come back in the future and clear out some of these platypi, I believe they're called, as a plural. And just gather up the brains in the regular, you know, embryo egg-style format. and I feel like that would work nicely. And then return in the future, because I believe he's given us some bolts for collecting more of them in the future. So right now, just for the sake of the playthrough and moving on, we can actually just utilize these ones and come back for the actual creatures later.
Scientist. That sounds much more impressive than a assistant Blarg outpost consultant.
I've got to say, I really do enjoy the gameplay here. The gameplay mechanic with the jetpack on this planet, and you know, you can shoot everything from above, everything like that. I don't know if I'm repeating myself there, but I really do need to say it is a really nice mechanic that they added to this one, that's for sure. Really freaking cool. Oh, take care of you. We don't want you left there, do we? We don't want you left in pixelated form forever, no. Oh, plenty of brains over this direction as well. You gotta love it, right? You gotta freaking love it. Alrighty. Frogs, the big crab-like creatures, the birds, and the telepathopuses. Quite good enemy variety on this level too, it's got to be said. Because of course we were fighting the Blag? I'm getting mixed up. We were fighting the Blag earlier as well, of course, so there is quite a lot going on here as far as variety is concerned. And once again, bouncing from rock to rock as we go with our jetpack, another really sweet detail. And we only need 4 more, actually. We only need 4 more of these brains to get into business here, and we can get the info bot from the scientist. Drek will not be pleased with his scientist about that now, will he?
I would be out there collecting brains myself, but my doctor told me I have a bad case of cow finger. I have no idea what that means, but he said to stand in one place as much as possible and it might heal itself. If I could just get people to stop trying to tip me over. Maybe I should get a second opinion.
Brilliant. Yeah, cow finger, that's probably not a good idea, right? Telepathopus would probably be the better one, if you know what I mean. Anyway, we did see back up here. I might as well show it, but I didn't want to say it at the time because the dude was talking. But over there is an underground portion to this level as well. I'm assuming that's going to disappear, and we can go down the whole of that volcano once we do actually, you know, collect these 20 brains. That might unlock then. That may very well unlock at that point.
We're gonna have to be quick here.
Oh, we do get more brains there too. There we go. We can throw out a Groovitron, whip out our flamethrower, or pyrociter, whatever it's called. I've always just referred to it as the flamethrower. But we can take advantage of that while the enemies are dancing and so on and so forth. And now we can be summoned back. We can be summoned back through the level and grab our info bot to gain more info on Drek. And beyond that point, we'll probably be moving on to our next planet right there. Up we go, flying high. We can get a nice refueling stop here. Quite nice how they're placed at various increments through the level, instead of just having one right at the beginning, preventing the backtracking. Also, the effects on Ratchet's ears there. The old games did that really well too, but the effect on the ears when he's going fast or flying through the air or something, really cool.
The Telepath army is as good as mine.
Here's your info bot. Remember, you didn't get it from me.
Good evening, fellow Blarg. Chairman Trek here with the latest update on our quest for a new home. Over the next few days, you may notice an increase in Blarg activity around the galaxy. While this may alert the authorities to our plan, this is critical to securing safe passage for our harvesters. Case in point, the Star Watch defense cannon on planet Batalia. This surface-to-space ion cannon has been protecting the galaxy from invasions ever since we were first driven underground. With this out of commission, our glorious plan can continue. Preparations are already underway, so fear not, stay the course, etc., yada yada yada. Once we eliminate Starwatch and its surrounding forces, we'll enter the final stages of my plan.
We've got to stop Drek from destroying that Starwatch defense cannon.
My records show that the cannon is on the planet Battalia.
I just hope we're not too late.
If you're looking for a little extra work, I'll pay a nice reward for collecting any remaining brains in this area. If you find them all, I'll even throw in a special bonus.
Ooh. Okay, so we need to collect all 60 brains to get this thing. I've not done that on the remake, that's for sure. But you know what we will do? We will move on to Planet Battalia there and come back and do the brains at another point in the future. There we go, another planet done for now, and we shall move on. And you know what? It's looking like the perfect time to end the episode, so we'll wrap up here. Just before we continue to Planet Battalia, we'll put that good view in the background there just to wrap up. There we go, perfect. Beautiful vista, gorgeous. So there we go, folks. Once again, this has been Beta Wolf. I really hope that all you guys have enjoyed it. It's still a lot of fun recording Ratchet and Clank, I've got to say, taking me back to the good old days. Feel free to give the video a like if you enjoyed. If not, hey, no hard feelings. And yeah, that pretty much sums it all up. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed. This has been Beta Wolf, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.